Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. That's right, Javier in the air, not on the air. So for those of you who are new to the show, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. My little corner of the internet where I've been doing this for about 4 seasons now. So for those of you that have seen my show before, welcome back. It's going to be a good one. So as always, I try to keep this within 30 minutes, so let's see what I can do. I do have a good new Trash in the Hood for week 52. That is correct. It has been exactly 52 weeks since I started picking up trash and walking around my neighborhood. It's been a great adventure, and I thought this week would be a good week with little to no trash, which is what the first day started out with. And then it turns out, no. Turns out I was just not on the street where everybody went to, I guess, except for the other street. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Then I do have a new Healthy After 50 where we talk about Occidental medicine and meditation. And then a special episode of Zen Moment where I take you up to the tower parking garage of my office, and then a special Spirit Times where I take you through the Asian beer tasting that I did last night with some friends of mine. So without further ado, let's go to Trash in the Hood. Dark Frog Social Media presents Trash in the Hood, Week 52. Hey everybody, welcome to week 52. This is day 4, so it was actually Thursday. I didn't get out there much this week, unfortunately. But I didn't find anything. I was very surprised, happily surprised, went all the way from Hickory to El Salito to Dagama in front of the elementary school and back and found nothing. However, I was then disappointed on day 6, Saturday morning, where I found so much stuff I had to take 2 photos of it. This is the first one, a bunch of bottles, beer cans, to-go beverage containers, pudding tops, 2 t-shirts and a dish towel, or a car rag towel, I think is rather what it was. And then the other half of it, you see there's Subway to-go container, there's our bag, there's a crushed Bill Miller's bag, couple of latex gloves, 34 cigarette butts, candy wrappers, gum wrappers, plastic, rubber, metal, just about anything and everything you had. So I guess day 4 got made up for by having this one. Rather unfortunate, but it is what it is, and gave me a full trash bag for day 6. So unfortunately, you saw there first time out, I found nothing, which was awesome, and I said, "Is this a turn? It's been 52 weeks. Does this mean that I'm actually promoting this in a way that other people are interested in picking up trash, or is it just so dang hot that nobody's out there?" And it was probably because nobody was out there because it was so dang hot. But then I guess the other days they made up for it on the route that I took on Saturday, which was different than my normal Saturday Java walk. I actually went with my neighbor, James Pavlowski of the Pavlowskis fame, and we met up and walked from my house here in Hickory and then up to El Salito Parkway up to 620 to Hatch, which is right where the Circle K is, and then down Hatch to Loretta Wood, to Red Bay, walked past my sister's house, around Red Bay to Black Cherry up to Hickory and back home. So that was a good walk for us. It was right before it got too hot, and unfortunately it filled my entire bag of trash. In fact, I know there was a couple of pieces that I missed because I was just unable to put any more stuff in that bag, and I didn't have another bag with me. So it was unfortunate, but I picked up what I could, and that was a good thing. So it's been a year now that I've been doing this, and I'm really looking forward to the next 52 weeks. See what wondrous adventure in garbage I find here in the Javier's Hood. Let's put it that way. So if you are interested in getting going in your neighborhood, shoot me a message and I'll tell you what I did to get going, and then you can do the same thing as well. If you're already doing it, good for you. If you'd like to send me a photo or photos of some of the areas, some of the trash you've picked up in the area that you live, that would be awesome, and I would get that on the show. Okay, so now let's go to our Healthy After 50, where we talk a little bit about Occidental medicine and meditation. So here we go. Dark Frog Social Media presents Healthy After 50. Hey everybody, welcome to Healthy After 50. So I hope on this hot weeks, month, year that it's been lately, feels like a year, that you've been staying hydrated. Even when you're inside, you should always drink your water. So some of the quick thing before we get into the main subject is some people like to mark their water container, whatever it is. You can get a really cool one at HEB if you live in Texas that has a time stamp on it. So it has like 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and so on, so that you can get, I believe it was 38, 40, 48 ounces in that bottle container, and carry that with you so you know when you drink water. If you're a stay-at-home person, have it with you and you know when to drink. If you already drink enough water, I'm preaching to the choir there. So otherwise, if you need to remember to stay hydrated, that is a wonderful device. In fact, let's all take a water break real quick and get some water. Okay, so some of the things that I've been talking about, I've had a couple of questions about people asking me about Occidental medicine and meditation. So, Occidental medicine, really, if you're from this side of the world, it means nothing more than Eastern medicine. So, acupuncture or cupping or stuff like that. So, I myself have not done it, so I can't say that I'm a proponent for it, but doesn't mean I'm against it. It really is something that you have to feel for yourself. Some people I know have gotten acupuncture and have felt tremendous. It's the same way that some people that I know go to the chiropractor and feel fantastic. I myself will never go to a chiropractor because I can't get relaxed enough for them to be able to do what they do. So all that would do was merely hurt me, so I'm not going to go and pay to get hurt. However, some people swear by it. Same way with acupuncture, same way with cupping. I don't know the science behind it enough to say yes or no, but I can tell you that if it makes you feel good, then you should do it. Should you go around and tell everybody else? You can tell everybody else how you feel coming from it, but remember, everybody else has their own opinion, and they may come away differently than what you did, and that's not a bad thing. Doesn't mean that what you're doing is bad. It just means it doesn't work for them. So remember that, especially when we get over 50, sometimes we get set in our ways and feel like everybody has to do what we do. No. Okay, so what about meditation? I've been asked. Some people I know do meditation, 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes more in the morning before they start their daily routine. Some people like to do it in the evening. Meditation, I feel, is a very good thing. It helps you center yourself. It's not, in my opinion, it's not based on any particular religion. There are a lot of Eastern religions and religion is also sometimes up for grabs, as it's not necessarily a religion. Look it up for yourselves. But they do find meditation to be helpful. I know people that find it to be helpful, and it can be helpful for you as well. If you have a very stressful day, trying to center yourself and remember why you are doing the things that you are doing is always great. I know sometimes you may want to sit there, cross your legs if you can. I have bad knees, so I can't cross them as good as I would like to, and sit there and close your eyes for a moment and listen to my Zen moment and feel yourself center. It's not about finding anything. It's not about a spiritual movement or a spiritual adventure. It can be simply about just centering yourself and making yourself feel um, whole and complete again. A lot of times when you have anxiety, when you have pressure, when you have grief, you feel yourself beginning to fragment. Well, one of the things you can do is sit down. You don't even have to sit. You don't even have to sit, cross your legs, and get into any kind of, you know, style or position or anything like that. If you want to, that's good too. But you can simply sit down at a chair, sit down on your sofa, close your eyes, and breathe deeply in and out, and listen to music or don't listen to music. Um, but center yourself and remember, think about the things of what you do to help yourself and why you do the things you do. That sounds like nothing, and it can be nothing, but it will really help one to center themselves and make yourself feel better, especially if you're being fragmented, being pulled here and there by different things in your life. Um, 10, 20, 30 minutes is ideal. If you even only have 5 minutes, but you're sitting at the edge of your bed and you sit there and you just breathe in with your eyes closed, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and think about your day and think about how good it is to be who you are and where you are, and that will definitely help you get through to your day, especially if you're having a lot of problems. Center yourself, and you'll see that it makes things a little bit easier. So, do I recommend it? Yes. Is it based in anything other than just making yourself feel good? I don't know. It makes me feel good, so that's what I'm going to go with. I don't have any other background that I feel that anybody should do. I just think you should do it because it does help you to feel refreshed, even if you do it only for a few minutes. So, if you've never done it before, I recommend you do it and let me know how you feel afterwards. If you have done it and you go into more advanced methods of meditation, by all means keep it up. Let me know what you do because I'd really like to know. So that's it, and we'll talk again. Okay, so there you are. There you have it for our Healthy After 50. So now, as I mentioned earlier in the show, in the beginning of the show, I have a special Zen moment for us. As always, there will be some beautiful, calming, meditational style music to go with it, or at least some music to go with it. And I had the opportunity this past week to drive to my office every day for the week, and I would get there between 6:40 and 7 o'clock. I start work or the building opens, so I start work at 7 o'clock. So what I did was to get in some extra exercise is I walked up 5 flights of stairs to get to the top of the parking garage, and then I went over to the side that has the Austin skyline, and I took a couple of photos. So there I have Monday through Friday. I did this every day this past week, and so that will be our Zen moment. I think there is one day where there is cloud coverage, but you can see the sun coming through the clouds. So I thought that was very cool. So here we go with our sun Zen moment. Sorry. Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. That's right, Javier in the air, not on the air. So, for those of you who are new to the show, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. My little corner of the internet, where I've been doing this for about 4 seasons now. So, for those of you that have seen my show before, welcome back. It's going to be a good one. So, as always, I try to keep this within 30 minutes, so let's see what I can do. I do have a good new Trash in the Hood for week 52. That is correct. It has been exactly 52 weeks since I started picking up trash and walking around my neighborhood. It's been a great adventure, and I thought this week would be a good week with little to no trash, which is what the first day started out with. And then it turns out, no. Turns out I was just not on the street where everybody went to, I guess, except for the other street. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Then I do have a new Healthy After 50 where we talk about Occidental medicine and meditation. And then a special episode of Zen Moment where I take you up to the tower parking garage of my office, and then a special Spirit Times where I take you through the Asian beer tasting that I did last night with some friends of mine. So without further ado, let's go to Trash in the Hood. Okay, so here we are. First three of the night. The first one is Ting Sao there on the right side. It was okay. It wasn't fantastic. By the way, all of these were pretty low except for Red Horse. And then we moved into Asahi, which was again not too bad, not too great. It was palatable. It had a skunky smell to it, but that went away after a few seconds, but didn't change the taste. The taste was still decent. And then we also had Chang. So Chang Classic. Again, it was very light. All these were very light, like lager type beers. And Chang was again fairly on the light side. I think it was only a 4.6 ABV, but nice. Wasn't refreshing, but it was decent. So then I managed to take I was going to take one of every edition, but I didn't do that. So this is Kawaba. This is their they had two. This one I believe was Snow, and it wasn't too bad. It was had very flavorful compared to the other three, and so at that point was really looking like it may be the top best of show beer at this point. So I just want to make that clear. So then I forgot to take some. So then I have some here. So fifth from the right was another Kawaba. That one was Sunrise. And then we had Ichiban. And then we had Lucky Buddha. And then we had we had an Asahi, but we didn't bring it out because we already had the exact same one. So, and that one there on the very far left was actually Red Horse, and it was flavorful, a little bit of a spice to it, really good. And as you see, that was the winner. But not to about the other two. One was Terra at the very far left, and then the one before that was Sapporo. But Red Horse was really the winner of the night. It was really good. You can't get it here. The guy who won, Greg, had to have it shipped in, and so kind of a ringer, but it was definitely worth it for the night. And there you have it, everybody. Asian beer tasting night. As I mentioned, everybody who partook, which was everybody there this time, very nice. We are going with alcohol or liquor distilled in the state of Texas, dark. So we are going on the dark side, and hopefully we will all come back. And so it's going to be a good tasting party for those of you that make it to the next one. So I have a little extra time here, so I just want to shield myself. Thank you for watching Javier in the Air. If you have an opportunity and you'd like to be on the show as a co-host for an episode, or you have something exciting that you'd like to talk about, and I will talk about just about anything. Remember, as always, no religion, no politics, as we have enough of that on other shows, and so I try to keep my show a little bit separate from that. That being the case, anything else is up for grabs. We will talk about old movies, new movies, sci-fi movies, which I absolutely love, TV shows, anything you're passionate about. If you have a hobby or craft that you like to do, I'll get you on the show. If you have a mom or pop business that you'd like to promote here, I'm not taking any money, but I'd love to have you on the show, and we can certainly sit down and talk about it. Or if you're close enough, I can go to your location. There are times that I go out to breweries like Fifth Element and beer bottle shops like the Brewtique. I also went out to Toasted Yolk the other day. Fantastic breakfast place. So if you're something along those lines or anything even close to that, I'll have you on the show. Why not? And so the bottom line is I'll have you on the show. If you have any comments, thoughts, or suggestions about the show, by all means, please feel free to leave a message on this episode or any other episode that you watch. I do have all 4 seasons currently up on YouTube, so if you want to go through my archives and see what's there, I try to be as descriptive as possible in the description, so it'll give you a little helpful whether you want to watch that episode or not. Almost every episode will have a spirit time. Almost every episode will have, at least for the past, I'd say I started doing it probably about 46 weeks. I didn't do it from week 1, so I probably have about 46 weeks worth of Trash in the Hood. If you're really interested in trash and want to see what kind of trash I find, I may do a highlight reel at some point, but that would be like an entire show, so I might just put it up on my YouTube channel. If you have any complaints about the show, you can post it, but I'm still going to do my show. It's relatively family friendly. I try not to curse at all on it. And so you and your family can watch it and laugh along with Hav. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Try to stay cool, everyone. Please remember to hydrate no matter what, even if you're inside. And I will see everybody again next week. Thanks a lot, everyone.